Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So, if you saw my video last week reviewing the Morphe Fluidity Foundation Concealer, you may have noticed that I mentioned the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. So, I'm filming both those videos at once. So at the moment, I have just filmed putting on the Morphe foundation and concealer, so I don't know yet how this is going to perform. If you've seen last week's video, you already know. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it right now. I'll put a little information card up right about now, and their link will be in the description. There will also be a card at the end of the video. Go watch that, and then come back and watch this, or watch them out of order, whichever you want. Either way, the eye makeup that I'm about to do using this palette you will have already seen in last week's video because I'm testing out 2 products at once. Well, 3 actually. Yeah. Let's just get into it. Obviously I haven't edited last week's video yet, so I don't know how much I'm keeping in or what I mentioned in that I'm not going to mention in this or whatever. But this was a birthday gift to me from one of my very best friends and her sister, and let's just pull her out. This is, as I said, Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's fuzzy. I literally haven't opened this until right now. Like, I just pulled it out of the box. Let's give it a gander. See, give it a gander. Does that make sense? Let's give it a look. It's fine. Oh, those are beautiful colors. Seems to be mostly matte shades with, ooh, a brush that fell out. Mostly matte shades with a few metallics and a couple that look like they might be satin or maybe shimmer. Comes with a double-ended brush. I'm gonna swatch these a little bit later for you guys, but honestly, let's just like go in. Oh my god, I don't know where to start. I think I'm going to start with a nice big fluffy brush. This is from Farah. It's the 35E. And I think I'm going to go into the shade Warm Top or Taupe. Ooh, it's a little powdery. And just go straight in. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, that set down color like a dream. Hi, new go-to transition shade. Oh my god, I don't know what to go into. These all look like so pretty. I'm really attracted to the shade Red Ochre right here. I'm gonna grab a Morphe M506, and I'm going to go right into the outer corner. Oh, hello, pigment. I'm going to focus this in the outer corner and up just slightly into the crease to kind of just keep everything up in this outer V. Then what I want to do is grab the shade Realger, like Realger, on a Morphe M441 and buff that out. This is so pretty. I'm just bringing that shade Realger and pulling it more into the crease. I'm actually going to take more of that shade Red Ochre on the same M506 and just focus it a little bit closer to the lash line and a little bit deeper on the outside edge. I'm going to take the shade Burnt Orange on a Morphe M456. That's a pretty dusty shade, and go more in the center of the lid, but a little bit more towards the inner corner of the eye. Burnt Orange is a pretty dusty shade. There's a lot of fallout all over the pan, but there is no fallout on the eye, so I'm fine with that. I'm going to take a Morphe M124 into the shade Tempera and go straight into the inner corner, brighten everything up. Now I want to do a little bit of finger painting. I'm going to take my finger right into the shade Primavera. This is a kind of light gold metallic, and I'm going to go right in the center of the eyelid. Ooh, that's so pretty. I'm going to take my pinky into the shade Vermeer, which is a very light metallic, and I'm going to go right into the inner corner of the eye. That is bright. Wow, super pretty. I kind of want to do something fun on the lower lash line. I'm going to take the brush that came with the palette on the more flat side, and I'm going to go into the shade Love Letter. Just a nice bright purple. And I'm going to go straight into the lower lash line. Ooh, I kind of like that. I'm going to take the fluffier side and go into the shade Buon Fresco. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a light kind of lilac shade. And I'm just going to blend that out a little bit. I am super into how this turned out. Yes! I feel like I never do fun colors on the lower lash line, and I wanted to kind of give it a try. I'm into it. I'm going to do the other eye, pop on some liner, mascara, lipstick, all the rest of my makeup, and then we will be back and chat a little bit more on my thoughts about it. See you in a little bit. I'm back. We are done. We've got liner, mascara, we put on some lipstick, some highlight, all of that jazz. And I love this palette. I've decided. I love it. One thing to note, it's pretty dusty. Oh, this lipstick makes my teeth look yellow. Oh well. One thing to be aware of, and I think this is kind of common in Anastasia palettes as far as I'm aware, it's a more powdery formula, so if you dip a brush in, you're going to get powder fallout in the pan and a lot of powder on your brush. The worst one that I found in this palette is the shade Burnt Orange, which, oh my god, it really does kind of get everywhere. However, despite the fact that they are powdery and there's a lot of fallout within the actual palette, there is no fallout underneath the eyes when you actually apply it onto your lid. They blend beautifully, they work really magnificently well, despite the powderiness in the pan, so it's not an issue unless you're like a complete clean freak and you just hate seeing any powder all over it. But as you see, if you just kind of, all the excess is gone, more or less. I think that these shades are, so pretty. They're really nice, like fall toned colors. I love the combination of like a bunch of purples, but also a ton of like reds and oranges. I obviously didn't use every single color on my eye, but I did use a lot of them. I think 5 shades that I did not use on my eyes today, and all the ones that I did use work really well together. I was a little worried that a purple with this kind of orangey reddish toned eye would not work, but I think it looks great. Like, the tones work perfectly together. My complaint is I wish that the metallic shades were a little bit brighter, a little more metallic, and a little bit more opaque. I think they look really gorgeous and like soft, but it would be nice if when you go in straight with a finger and put it on the lid, if it gave you that really like bright pop of like, oh my god, gold on the eyes. That is my only complaint. But I don't mind that it's kind of like a soft, nice metallic, but I would prefer if it was a little bit brighter and more of a pop. It blends beautifully, and I love the color palette, and it builds really well, and these all like look so beautiful together, and just like the whole palette is so aesthetically pleasing, like this kind of fuzzy felt thing on the top, and then just like something about like Anastasia palettes just looks so pleasing to the eye. And I do like that it's like kind of little, because I feel like most of the palettes that I use on a regular basis are kind of big and bulky and hard to carry around with me if I'm like going to the theater, which is where I do most of my makeup because I'm a makeup designer for a theater, so I have to like lug all this stuff with me. And this will definitely be making its way into my stage makeup bag because it's so pretty. Like, it's so nice. I really like it. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this video and give it a thumbs up. Ring that notification bell so you get a notification every time I vote. Every time I post. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.